Hello and welcome along to the match as Real Madrid aim to take a step closer towards La Décima. Los Blancos taking on Turkish giants Galatasaray in the Champions League quarter-final on Wednesday evening at the Santiago Bernabeu. With me as ever to preview the game, Tim Stannard. Tim, welcome along.
Nice to be here.
Now, it might not have the global glamour that we saw in the last round with Manchester United and that tie, but it's still a fascinating encounter.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I have mixed feelings in this one because the Champions League is always fantastic no matter what matches, and there is always that excitement. There's still glamour with a side like Galatasaray, who haven't really done too much in the Champions League recently. But for me, it lacks that little bit of tension because in those games against Manchester City, Dortmund, not Ajax perhaps, but Manchester United, I wasn't sure of the result on who was going to go through. On this one, though, I think Real Madrid probably have drawn, I'm going to say the weaker of the teams. It doesn't mean they're weak, but out of the 8, you'd probably be looking at Malaga and Galatasaray as the one that Real Madrid really would have liked. I
know you're very, very confident, actually. You think Real Madrid are going to win this fairly comfortably. I guess, from a Real Madrid perspective, it's very good to see that Jose Mourinho has got pretty much a full squad to choose from. Yeah,
this is why everything isn't pointing in Real Madrid's direction for La Décima, the 10th title at the moment, because I think they deserve, what I'm going to say, is a little bit of a lull with Galatasaray before they have played the champions of England, the champions of Germany, champions of Holland, future champions of England. They are the champions of Turkey and going to be the champions of Turkey most probably. And Mourinho has said that, but for me it's a different tier, it's a different level. So this is comfortable, but there are, I think, certain goals within the match which Jose Mourinho is looking for. I think a clean sheet is vital. It's something they've been struggling with in the league, and it's something they have struggled with in the Champions League. They've conceded in all 8 of their Champions League matches so far. However, as you said, they got all the squad available except Iker Casillas, who's not quite ready yet. Maybe one doubt perhaps at the moment is the form of the strikers between Karim Benzema and Gonzalo Higuain, but this is a fantastic opportunity, these 2 matches, just to get one of them at least firing on all cylinders.
Well, we are going to see the 2 top goal scorers in the Champions League on the pitch, almost certainly, on Wednesday night at the Santiago Bernabeu. Burak Yilmaz for Galatasaray and, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo for Real Madrid. Now, Yilmaz is a very talented player, but being Real Madrid TV, we've got to focus on Cristiano Ronaldo. And in the Champions League this season, he's just been sensational.
Well, yeah, it is one of the positive points, isn't it, seeing the 2 players who have the same amount of goals, but perhaps let's look at the different level of quality. And Cristiano Ronaldo has been absolutely magnificent. Like last season, I wouldn't say he's been carrying the team through, because leading the team through, I think, is a better expression, with incredibly crucial goals, especially the ones against Manchester United. And that was such a finely balanced tie over the 2 games at the Bernabeu and indeed at Old Trafford. And you needed that class, that moment of genius to break the difference between 2 very good teams, and it was Cristiano Ronaldo in those matches. Manchester United didn't have him. They used to. Real Madrid do.
Absolutely, proved to be the match winner for Real Madrid. Right, let's hear from the man himself, Cristiano Ronaldo, who's been speaking about Madrid's chances in the Champions League.
Yeah, it's true. We are in a good shape. The team play so good at the moment. I think the last games that we show that we are in a good moment, so we want to carry on like that. We are motivated. We are in the final of the Cup. We are in the Champions League. The league, we know, is going to be difficult to win, but we're going to fight until the end. And it's good, you know, to feel the team. It's confidence. It's help everyone. Last year we've been so close to win, and you know we lost in the penalties. But I think this year will be better. The team is great. We are in a good shape. We are confident. We know we're going to have difficult games, but we are ready for that. And I hope that we have more lucky than last year.
Cristiano Ronaldo speaking there and sounding pretty confident. Let's take a look at who Tim thinks is going to be starting for Real Madrid in the match then. No questions that Ronaldo is in the starting lineup. Just talk us through this team.
No major doubts, really, all surprises in this one. Varane is now the #1 centre-back, I think, alongside Ramos, ahead of Pepe. But he has been carrying a little bit of an injury, so that is the one doubt. But if Varane is fully fit, he will play. And as usual, up front, I think it's going to be Higuain. It might be Benzema. It's reading tea leaves. Obviously, Benzema didn't play against Zaragoza. Higuain did, but is that because he wants to keep Higuain completely in form and playing more games, or does he think that Benzema is going to be rested and ready to play this one? Benzema has got 3 goals in the Champions League this season in 6 games, which is better than Higuain's record. So that, for me, is the one major doubt, like in every match.
does look like a pretty strong starting 11, that one for Real Madrid, the one that Tim has picked. Let's speak a little bit about Galatasaray. Obviously, they've arrived here in the Spanish capital, and this is, for them, a huge game. Obviously, they've got plenty of experienced players who have played plenty of big games, but Real Madrid in the Champions League at the Bernabeu doesn't get much bigger than that.
It's a really interesting one, because doing a little bit of research on Galatasaray, I had to challenge one or two assumptions. They are a very famous name in world football, in European football, but not that successful on the European field. It's been 24 years since Galatasaray within the last 4 of the European Cup or Champions League. They've not been in the Champions League since the 2006-2007 season. They've been in the Europa League or the UEFA Cup. So this, yeah, as you said, it's a massive, massive match for them. They have an interesting collection of players as well. It's very odd when you go through. You have Wesley Sneijder, who things suddenly went wrong for him at his former club. Drogba coming out of semi-retirement. Of course, Jaime Altintop, who things never really quite worked out for him at Real Madrid. Ebu Riera is one of those players. It was Espanyol, Liverpool. And Felipe Melo as well. So it's a collection of footballers, and you kind of go, I forgot about them. And this is where they've ended up. So, but as you said, it's a huge amount of experience in that side. But where I think they have been struggling with as late is trying to fit all, well, at least 2 of these new players in, Sneijder and Drogba, who they brought in over the winter window, into the side. And let's see how they can cope with that disruption to the team. Yes,
we will see that on Wednesday night. Just time then for me to get Tim's predictions, and I've already said he's pretty confident of a Real Madrid win.
I think it's going to be very successful, Madrid. I think they are going to get their first clean sheet. And Galatasaray are the lowest scorers in the last 8 with just 11 goals. There's only 3 players in their team who've actually scored goals. So I think it's going to be 3-0 to Real Madrid. Cristiano Ronaldo 2. And you know what? Gonzalo Higuain's going to get one as well.
That would be an excellent result for Real Madrid. That's all we've got time for on this edition of The Match. Hope you've enjoyed the show. From Tim and myself, it's adios.